November 25th, Mercury goes retrograde in Sagittarius. And before you get all worried, you newbies to astrology, you don't need to worry about Mercury retrograde. It's simply a process of spring cleaning for the mind. It gives you an opportunity to reflect, reassess, and reanalyze the way that you think, learn, and communicate, which is the energy of Mercury. But Mercury in Sagittarius is actually in detriment. What does that mean? It means the natural energy of Mercury is breaking down, disabling, weakening. But that's actually perfect for the higher purpose of Sagittarius, because Sagittarius seeks out new understanding, new adventures, and new explorations, which means you have to break down your current mentality, way of thinking, way of learning, and way of communicating, so you can open up new space and new room for you to broaden your horizons. So right now, you're going to be asking yourself new questions, reflecting on some of the answers and education that you were indoctrinated with in the past, and asking yourself questions about that again. You're actually going to be second guessing the answers that you thought you knew for gospel. You're actually going to be second guessing all of the things that you were educated in the past. You're going to be second guessing your belief systems. And that's a good thing. Don't allow it to crumble you into self-doubt. Allow it to raise you into curiosity, because that curiosity is going to lead you to new pathways of new enlightenments, of new understanding, of new breakthroughs. And this is the meaning of Mercury retrograde going in Sagittarius right now. It's in conflict with Neptune retrograde as well, which means as we begin to start asking ourselves deeper questions of the meaning of life, the meaning of your higher purpose, and how you can more easily connect and align with your higher purpose, there's going to be a level of confusion that Neptune brings into the mix, where you're a little bit confused about the information that you were fed in the past as you begin to start getting more of the details that connect with the big picture, and something doesn't quite add up. And that's okay, because sometimes you have to be lost before you can be found. And this energy allows you to intentionally get lost, so you can ask yourself some of these new questions to broaden your horizons and gain a new understanding at a higher level. And with this conflict happening with Neptune, it actually activates a new desire to seek out deeper understanding in your spiritual beliefs, deeper understanding in some of your religious beliefs. It gives you a deeper understanding of what has been hidden in the energies of mysticism, some of the lessons that you have been taught that were too cryptic and confusing to understand, but now you're beginning to start peeling back the deeper layers because of the greater level of experience you've gained through your story, which is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the storyteller. You are now beginning to start understanding deeper spiritual lessons that come from your story. And this is giving you a deeper level of wisdom where you can reprogram your subconscious mind. And your dreams are also going to be giving you a lot of wisdom right now that you need to pay attention to. So if you're a person who quickly forgets your dreams, make sure that you write them down as soon as you wake up. There's a flowing harmonious connection with Chiron retrograde in Aries. And this energy allows you to reflect on some of the details that can help you in your healing and help you with any kind of imposter syndrome, help you with any kind of identity wounds. Because what you're trying to do right now with Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, you're trying to go through the spring cleaning process of the mind that allows you to get rid of any negative, pessimistic mentalities that stop you from stepping into your highest self, that stop you from speaking and communicating from a position of leadership, from a position of wisdom, from a position of a highly knowledgeable person, which you already are. You don't need to go out and seek this. You already are a highly knowledgeable person. You just need to find the lane in which you have a great level of knowledge, experience, wisdom, and the story to tell. And the story that you are here to tell can even be the story of what gave you this Chiron wound in the first place. Because Chiron is about your wounds, your traumas, the strength that you have gained from your wounds and traumas, and the acceptance you had to go through because some wounds you cannot heal, and the compassion that has come from that. So allowing yourself to speak with directness, with independence, with courage, which is what the Aries energy brings where Chiron is. This allows you to heal. because you're no longer shying away from the responsibility that comes from independence. You're no longer shying away from the responsibility that comes from stepping into a position of leadership and influence. You're allowing yourself to step into that 10 toes down and communicate your story, even if communicating your story comes with pain, even if you have to communicate your story with compassion, even if you have to communicate your story with tears streaming down your eyes, with passion bleeding outside of your voice. This is the energy that you need to step into right now, because this energy is healing, not just for you, but for the collective, for the people that you're speaking to, for your clients, for your family, for your loved ones. And this energy is also in what we call a mutual reception with Jupiter in retrograde in Gemini, which basically a fancy ass term for Mercury is living in Jupiter's sign and Jupiter is living in Mercury's sign. They're in each other's houses, but they don't like to be there because they're in the opposite place of where they desire to be. So the same energy of how Mercury in Sagittarius is breaking down your mentality, your communication and your learning style, Jupiter in Gemini is also breaking down the answers that you took for gospel. It's breaking down your belief systems. It's breaking down your understanding. Because Gemini is a zodiac sign that is all about asking questions, curiosity, flexibility and adaptability, which means that those answers that you were given by society, by your parents, by government, by the system, that were a cookie cutter answer, where you were supposed to believe that for every single human being on planet Earth, you're supposed to go to school, then go to college or university, then get a job, work consistently, then get a retirement check if you haven't died already, and then just be happy in retirement. You realize that this cookie cutter method is not for everybody. So right now, the flexibility and adaptability of Gemini is asking you to ask yourself more questions based upon your own story, based upon your own wisdom, based upon your own belief systems and your own experience, so that you can begin to start breaking apart the answers that were cookie cutter from the answers that are specifically for you. All knowledge is not made equal, because some knowledge is extremely beneficial for me and extremely detrimental to you. My answers are not the same as your answers, which means you have to allow yourself to embrace the curiosity of asking the right questions to find the right answers. Not the right answers, period, the right answers for you. And this is the energy of how we are going to expand and broaden our horizons and find new wisdom, new answers, new wisdom, new intellect. I think I've said that already, but we're going to find a lot of fucking wisdom during this time. If you want to discover your true self of astrology, the link is in my description to download your free Astro mini course. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I hope you have an amazing Mercury retrograde and find new enlightenment and the new answers that are right, not period, but for you.